Hello, my name is Charles Jackson Payne III. I am current sophomore at Western Carolina University, majoring in the BFA program in studio arts, focusing on painting. Here is one of my latest works that I created at the studio late at night, an introductory to studio painting class. I love to spend a lot of time in the studio. I paint. It takes a long time to do my oil paintings. It takes me 50 plus hours doing the preparation sketches and just doing the oil painting in general. This is based in classical Greek mythology. I sort of made up the idea of a centaur and a Pegasus horse clashing. I implemented my fellow classmates. I took pictures of them in different poses and I put them in my painting. The girl on the right here in a blue dress is Rachel Birmingham. She's my RA. This is a fellow classmate that's also in the BFA program, majoring in art education. Her name's Emily Hoff. And this is my favorite barista at Hillside Grind. I put her up there on the corner, and this guy right here I met at Starbucks. He is a Turkish-German exchange student. He's a very nice guy, very interesting face, and I thought he would be a perfect centaur, so I painted him as a centaur. I love to oil paint. That's my first love. I've been painting ever since I was 15. This right here is another painting that I recently made in the art studio late at night, an introductory to painting. I put myself playing the violin. I put Andrew S. Beck, my fellow friend and classmate in the art and design department, and this is a cutie right here that I took art and entrepreneurship with, and I put her in my painting. Her name's Kayla Rosier, and this is more friends in the carriage there. I take lots of pictures. I have always loved to take pictures, but I love to oil paint more. I like to change them into the sort of theatrical, romantic, old masters style of oil painting. I love to oil paint. I've already said that. I'm sorry about repeating myself. I love classical subjects and historical subjects. This is Christopher Columbus landing in America in 1492. This is I did that one. I do a lot of research in the library, and I love National Geographics, so I use some National Geographic photography here of the boats, and I changed them a lot, and I combined them with the sunset. I sort of morph things and Photoshop them with oil paint. That's what I do. I love plein air painting. I took plein air painting class with Ron Labre last summer. 2-week course. We had to make 18 oil paintings, and so for the zenith of that, I went with Andrew S. Beck to Biltmore. I took him to Biltmore, and we painted together and met some very interesting people. It was 4 hours. It was on May 22nd. It was a really overcast day, but I am proud of this painting because it's a plein air painting. I like to put Art Deco into my art pieces as well, and I love Art Nouveau. I love things like that. I love fantastical elements. I love birds for some reason. I've been attracted to painting birds. I love Egyptian subjects as well, and I love theatrical elements. And yes, this is one of the oil paintings I did last summer, and this is of the Egyptian pharaoh. And here's another classical subject. I love biblical subjects. I love dramatic elements, and I implement them into my paintings. It's very time consuming, so I love being in the studio when I paint. Not so much when I draw, because it's not as messy, but when it's oil painting, I love to be in the studio. Here's another plein air painting I did during the summer. or actually during fall. This is an abstract waterscape. I want to make a series of these. Here's another one. This is a painting of Lewis and Clark in Sacagawea. This is another one of John Smith and Pocahontas, and I drew this from a statue, and I colorized the statue and try to implement and put life into the statue. And here's a mermaid. I love fantasy elements, and I love Pocahontas, even though it's romanticized. I tried to make that romanticized, and yeah, I love romanticism, and I love fantasy and historical subjects. And here's my vanitage I did for introductory to painting. I love classical music, so I put my gramophone in there as a symbol of that. And there's more Art Nouveau references in there. And here's a Cleopatra drawing I did. And I put another fellow classmate, or a guy I met at Hillside Grind, a coffee house.